Hello, welcome to the Crafting Your Potential podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Jackson, and I'm the owner of Backfist Customs Glitter. And I wanted to just make this introduction just to kind of give you an idea of what's to come in the future so you know why you're here and why you need to keep showing up, right? So a little bit of history about myself. Before I got into the glitter, I've always been a kind of person into hobbies and wanted to do side hustles. When I was working full-time jobs, I still wanted to do something different, something extra on the side. I wanted additional income, right? So I really started off with creating custom shoes, right? Back in, I say around 2014, into 2014, I saw someone else on Instagram that was creating custom shoes. Red's my favorite color. I saw these shoes and I said, man, the shoes were all red. So at first I said, where these shoes come from? I was looking online, looking high, looking low, trying to find out where these shoes were at. And I couldn't find them no matter where. So I asked the person, where did these shoes come from? And the guy said, hey, I created these shoes. So I said, oh, okay. How much did you charge? I want some also. So the guy said, hey, I create these, $200, you can have a pair. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you. I said, I'm gonna save this money up. I'm gonna do this. I never did it. I never found the money, never saved the money up, right? So eventually with time, I said, let me try to figure out how to make these on my own, right? So I researched, I bought a lot of supplies. I was trying myself. And now key here, I use my friends and families to test with, right? I didn't jump right into it and start trying to sell stuff to customers. I asked my friends if they had any shoes I could practice on, things of that nature. So I went through a lot of ups and downs through that, learned a lot of lessons along the way. But by the time I started getting successful with that, I realized I was kind of slow. It was taking me a long time to do this, right? To do this process. So what I started doing was I said, well, let me look into other ways I can expand this. So I started getting into doing shoes for women, creating custom high heels, things of that nature. And I started using glitter. Well, one day when I reached out to a glitter manufacturer to order some glitter, I had someone there say, hey, why don't you do this private label? You know, you could sell this glitter private label if you wanted to. So I was thinking, nah, I'm not going to do that. Right. So one of the Facebook groups I was an admin in at the time, very big Facebook group, Tumblr community, because I was also making custom tumblers, but a lot of my custom tumblers, I was airbrushing. I didn't do them with glitter or anything like that other people were. I would airbrush my tumblers. I made a really good amount of money selling those, but I saw a lot of people in the community complaining about the glitter sellers, saying they wanted someone else to sell glitter. Bruce, why don't you sell glitter? Things of that nature. And I know everybody has different issues with different sellers for different reasons, right? I'm not here to talk about that, but it was the need that I saw in the community for people asking for me to sell the glitter that made me say, you know what? Okay, let me go ahead and sell this glitter. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So I did reach back out to the manufacturer and I got the glitter. And then I had some help from some people to figure out names and figure out how to create my Etsy shop, different things of that nature. But the fact that I already had that community outreach and I already had that relationship built with people is what really helped me get that off the ground. So fast forward for another 4 or 5 years, 6 years to now, I've got a big community. We got 30,000 people in our Facebook group, over 2,000 followers on the YouTube channel, over 9,000 people on the Instagram, a couple of thousand on TikTok, you know. So anywhere, if you go look on social media, Backfist Customs Glitter, you should find me, or at least my stuff, right? Plus, I like to give back to the community. I like to work with the people that, you know, my customers, because my customers should really be more than just my customers. You know, I look at them as friends. I care about their business success and I want them to succeed. So one thing that I like to really do is ask them, what are their pain points? What kind of things do they have issues with? So one of the things that I hear a lot is I have customers saying, you know, I really have issues with getting sales, right? Okay, so it's 2021. A lot of people limit their own self. They limit themselves with their beliefs and what they think they can do. I don't know if it's because they've tried and failed, or if it's just because they don't really know how to think outside the box. See, some people, that's why I named this Crafting Your Potential. Some people have the potential and just don't realize that they have it, right? They need someone to show them, look, if you just do this or just do that, watch how you'll blow up, excuse me. Watch how you'll blow up. And it don't take much, right? It don't take a lot. It just takes a little bit sometimes. A lot of times you're only 1 or 2 moves away from blowing up and you just don't even realize that. So I do have a text community. So if you look in the comments below, I'll put all my social media stuff. If you're here from YouTube, right? Because this will just be a podcast as well. But if you're watching on the YouTube channel, and if you look in the comments, you'll see links you can click on. You'll see a text message you can text, be a part of the text message group. So I reached out to the text message community to ask them what they need help with. The number one thing I see is getting sales. Number two, what I see is people saying how to market and how to advertise. So to some people, this may come easy. See, some people don't like sitting in front of the camera. They don't like talking. They don't want to talk, but they do want to have this business. They do want to get the sales and the additional income, right? So some may say, well, I'm introverted. I don't really like being out in front of like that. And that's fine. There might be something else you need to do differently, or a different way you need to, go about this. So over time, I'll reach out and I'll find people that have blown up, or that we would say, like, in our, in most people's opinion, yeah, that person's blown up. They're doing good on Facebook or on Instagram, on TikTok. And I'll interview those people so we can all maybe learn something from them, right? So no matter how big you are, no matter how much you've blown up, I feel like you still gonna learn something from someone, right? So I've got a list of people in mind. And if you're watching this and you know someone that you think should be interviewed because they did well, just tell them to hit me up. They can message me on any social media. I'll be glad to talk with them, glad to get them on the podcast and interview them. Or if you think you're the one that needs to be on here, hit me up the same, right? I'm not doing this for my benefit. I'm doing this for the community's benefit. I'm hoping that everybody I bring on here will be able to talk, tell their story, tell their past, where they came from, what they're doing now, what they plan on doing in the future, a couple of years down the road. I mean, it's not an interview like for a job, but, for lack of better words, it will be kind of like an interview on their story and their process. And I'll also create some episodes where I may bring a panel of people in and let them interview me, let them ask me questions about my journey, what I did to get past this hump, what I did to find, other people that may be interested in my products or services, things of that nature. So again, if you have anything that you can add, please do, right? I welcome it all. If you want to comment in the comments down below in YouTube, do that. I'll try to get back to you for sure. If you want to send an email or a text message, or join our Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, just look up Backfist Customs. That's all one word, Backfist Customs, space glitter, space creations. You'll see the Facebook page on there. Just make sure you answer all the questions, right? We want to make sure you read the rules and understand the rules and answer all the questions before one of the moderators will let you in. But other than that, I'm not hard to find. I'm easy to talk to, and I'm here to help y'all out. So anything y'all have, any kind of suggestions or anything you want to go over, just let me know. I'll have people talking about taxes. We have people talking about accounting. I've had people ask me about cryptocurrency investments, things to do with that nature. Maybe you're in this space and you're making a little money. You're like, okay, how do I reinvest it? What else do I want to do? Or I want an additional stream of income. So that might be something good for you to talk on right there also, right? So that's someone I can bring on, have them talk about that. But the thing is, when you get all of this information, it's still going to be your job to go out and apply it. See what works for you. Just because one person said, hey, I did ABC, that doesn't mean ABC is going to work for everybody that's listening to this and everybody that hears this or watches this video. It's on you to try it, test it, self-assess to see, did this work for me, or if it didn't, why didn't it work? Did I follow everything that they said? And just because Bruce did it doesn't mean I can do it the exact same way, right? This is all a process of trial and error. And sometimes we're not successful because we don't put in that work. We don't put in the time to try it. Okay, so I'll wait to see you then. I'll wait to hear back from you. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Watch the videos. There'll be more to come. I promise you'll enjoy. Thanks. Have a good day.